Am I in?
Yeah, red. It's recording.
Yep, that's great.
Cool.
Yep. Hi, Lynette. How are
Hi,
you?
Ted. I'm good. How are you?
Good. You look a little bit nervous.
I
Shall we
am,
just
actually.
check it out?
Oh, you know what? I'm not nervous, to be honest. I'm just fucking cold.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
so cold.
Well,
Freezing.
we'll get through this quickly then.
Okay.
So, you're a successful actor and a director. So, in your own right. So, how did you become to be a teacher?
Good question. I wonder that sometimes myself. My mother said that she told me when I was young that I was going to be a teacher, and I thought, not on your life, not me. How it started, to be honest, and I actually was thinking about this last night, I actually started teaching some of my friends who were dancers to act. I was working at the Improv in New York, the Improv Club, with waitressing in between acting classes and acting auditions, and some of the comedians that were around then were I Am and You're Not. He's still around. He did a whole bunch of road movies. And what the hell is that guy's name? Really totally different from anybody else's. Well, Freddie Prinze was one of them. Andy Kaufman was one of them. Woody Allen came in occasionally. And Chevy Chase, that's the guy I'm trying to think of. Chevy Chase was around. And I got to see, Larry.
David. No.
David, thank you, Larry David. So I got to watch these guys every single night, and they were also going up for commercials. And so I can't even remember who it was or whatever, but every now and then at 2 o'clock in the morning after the show, some of the waiters and waitresses, some of the waitresses, it was all waitresses, who were actors, and some of the comedians, I would give an acting lesson. And I think I only gave about 4 of them because we all fell asleep or drank too much half of the time to really complete them. But a couple of friends of mine who were also dancers, as well as dancer, waitresses, actors, stayed on and studied with me, and I had completely forgotten about that period of my life until last night. And then last night I suddenly went, oh my God, I started teaching. I was 27, 28 then, something. I'd been in New York and studied and started working. Anyway, but where it actually officially began was that I didn't want to be doing commercials anymore. I didn't want to do roles that were not what I really wanted to work on. And I had begun to coach some of my friends, and my agent, who had also become my friend, said to me, you know, I see you working with your friends, and they always get the jobs after you work with them. Why aren't you doing this for a living? Why don't I send you some people that I think have got a lot of talent, but they're not doing particularly well, and let's see what happens. And that was really where it began. I began coaching, and then within a month or two I started teaching a weekend workshop every other weekend. And then I started my class, and it was through Vicky. God, I don't even know if Vicky's still in the industry, but it was through Vicky. And I found that I knew I had a gift for being able to see what worked and what didn't work with other actors, not always with myself, but with other actors. And I knew as a director, I could see very quickly what would motivate the actor, what would help them to get more truthful and more alive. But I didn't know that I could actually teach process. And so I began doing that, and it took over my life. I never meant to stop acting, but I wasn't really able to balance both for a long time. And most of the time I love it. Not all the time, but most of the time. And the part of it I particularly love is when an actor already knows that they love acting and they're committed doing it for their lives. It's a real passion and a commitment for them, and they have a foundation. And the cake is already there, then we can start working on the icing and really advancing. In other words, the actor is an actor. They're a competent working actor. And now we can start to go into the realm of the actor becoming an artist. And it doesn't matter if they're 15 or if they're 50. It's a particular mindset and a particular heart journey when the actor has decided that this is what they want to do, and they're going to do everything that they need to be good at it. And that's the part of the process that I really love the most.
Wow. Well,
Sorry,
you know what? I think
too
you've
long.
just answered every question on here, so we'll just go. I think that's
Oh, really?
No,
Oh my
but that
God.
was great. That was really good.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, can I just cut it there for a sec?
yes.
Sorry.
Am I doing something?